Hello and welcome to our Spring 2018 English 101 online class through Washburn University. I am Mr. Ritchie. I'll be your instructor this semester. This first screencast is just a quick overview of the general website and the syllabus and an overview of the semester. I'm on our home page. I'm going to go ahead and click on Content, and that takes us right to a page that has things like our syllabus and welcome materials, our discussion board, and our first unit. So the syllabus and welcome materials, I'll get to the syllabus in a second, but you have a brief introduction there from me. You also have my contact information there with my email and also my cell phone number. Please note you are welcome to text me anytime. Unfortunately, because I'm either constantly in class or going somewhere else, and I admit I'm not the best at being on the phone, I tend not to answer calls because I don't like to take calls from numbers I don't recognize. But you're welcome to text anytime. Please identify yourself and our class when you text. On to some basics, some textbook buying options. If you click on that link, that will take you to the Amazon page. That will show you our textbook and then, of course, some buying options. So you can rent our textbook, for example, this semester. There are also offers from as little as $2.14. This textbook is available in the university bookstore, but I want to give you plenty of buying options so that you can be smart shoppers. Back to our content page, you also have a link to the Purdue L, which we'll discuss here in just a bit, or perhaps in later screencasts, but this is a free site that will be our online reference for MLA style and research citations. You have some other information there that just gives you a brief overview of the semester. I'll let you read that on your own. The first thing, though, up at the top is a link to our syllabus. So again, there's my contact information. This link here will take you to the Amazon link and also then to the Purdue L site. Our student learning outcomes are listed there. They are presented to us by the University English Department. That gives you an overview of the skills that we're going to be working on for this class. As for the structure of the class, note it does say that there's room to go at your own pace. However, we are going to be focusing on the writing process. That takes time for the development of ideas, submission of drafts, revision, resubmission, and also some reflection. So therefore, all the assignments are spaced out with the time to complete the writing process for each minor and major assignment. We are going to be working from now to the end of the semester, basically at least one essay, or not one essay, but an essay or a writing response per week. So be prepared for that workload. Writing units. We have one essay for each writing unit. Please note how they are spaced out. We have the descriptive narrative. Unit 2 is over expository writing. That will begin to integrate research. And then finally, Unit 3 gets into argument and persuasion, also using research. We'll have a discussion board. There will be a separate screencast on how to access that and use that. But the purpose of that board will be to discuss our triumphs, our frustrations, our questions, and our progress overall toward the goals of the unit. So it's our ongoing class discussion where we are going to build and support our community of academic writers. There is an official requirement for it, but I hope that you'll find it useful enough that you'll participate in it regardless. Grading, we are separated in terms of 30% writing process. That would be your discussion board post, reader responses, and various drafts. 40% final drafts of all your essays. 30% will be your semester portfolio. Realize that sounds really intimidating with that 30% on the semester portfolio, but all it is just your assignments, a short written reflection, and some other evidence to prove that you've met the student learning outcomes. It's based on evidence from the course, so you're going to be developing that throughout the semester. Don't worry about it for the time being. Assignments will be due every Saturday. You are welcome to post assignments early, so just because it's not due until next Saturday, you're welcome to post your first reader response as early as Monday or Tuesday, for example. I'll have feedback and grades posted by Sunday evening. That will be our pace for the entire semester. It is essential that you're able to fall into a rhythm of getting your assignments posted on time. If you're unable to complete an assignment on time, please contact me within a day or two of the due date. Let me know that you have a plan in place to get it done and that you're showing responsibility in getting it fixed. Please note this portion here, if an assignment is missing, I have not been contacted within 3 days of the due date, The grade for that assignment converts to 0 that cannot be made up. Missing assignments will not be accepted after the end of the unit. We have a brief overview of the academic dishonesty policy. In a nutshell, please be honest about your work. If there's any problems, if you're thinking that you're really pushed up against a deadline, please contact me. We can work out an extension. That's always going to be a better option than you possibly making a choice that will damage your university progress. So if you are having a trouble or an issue in class, please contact me by text or email as soon as you can. Again, please do not let a minor problem snowball into a major issue. For each of your essays this semester, you'll complete an essay reflection cover letter. This will just be the cover. It will not count toward the page length requirement, for example. But basically, we're reflecting on your writing process. So, for example, what was your goal with the essay? How does the essay accomplish that goal? What are the strongest parts of the essay? What makes these parts strong? What are the weakest parts of the essay? What makes these parts weak? And what did you learn about the writing process that you did not know before? And finally, how can you take what you learned during this process and apply it to make the next essay easier and even better? So don't worry about answering these questions numerically and separately. Create a paragraph or two that integrates your questions and your responses. Next page of the syllabus gives you an overview of the grades and the pace of the course. So we have our major assessments. There's our 3 major essays. Under minor assessments, under Unit 1, we'll have 2 reader responses, a discovery draft, your discussion board post, and a rough draft. We'll talk about the difference between the discovery draft and the rough draft on the Unit 1 essay assignment. Same type of structure with Unit 2, except then we also add an annotated bibliography. And again with Unit 3, except now we're adding a topic proposal, 2 sets of annotated bibliographies, and finally, of course, your discovery draft, discussion board, and rough draft. Then your semester portfolio. So, syllabus also gives you a general overview of our semester plan. Lets you see things on a week-to-week basis so that you can plan ahead. Leave you to look through that on your own so that you can see the general pace of the course. Last few pages of your syllabus are the university editions, stating what we need to have and when, and the mission of the university, other minor details. So back on our content page, you have your syllabus and welcome materials, the discussion board, and then the Unit 1 assignments. Under Unit 1, for example, we already have our Reader Response 1 assignment and set and readings, the Essay 1 assignment, and the Essay 1 final draft. I'll have a screencast posted for that so that we can go over that in more detail in a bit. As we get closer to the other units, I'll add those units as well as all their screencasts associated with them. This has been our brief welcome to the course. Let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to working with you throughout the semester.